Capitol riot is asking a couple was.
So Amazon's making.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Monolog. My name is Marcus Bulls, and I'm going to be your host for this evening. And we got the usual cast: Julio, Jose, and Rick. What's good, guys?
What's up?
What up?
Not much. That's it. Since everybody's feeling good, let me go ahead and open this up with a dirty joke.
All right.
Hey, did you guys hear about the blind woman who went skydiving?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, she had a great time, but her guide dog was terrifying.
Nice.
Oh, man.
That actually reminds me of a joke related to skydiving.
What's up?
So they said, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving isn't for you.
I don't think you get another chance after that either.
Nice.
Damn. Oh, man. That is bad.
Nah, that's good.
Holy hell.
All right. So what happened this week, y'all?
I've been
Let's go with Julio.
I've been roasting employees at work. So 2 weeks ago, one of the carpenters that was working on my office, he came in wearing a camouflage beanie, camouflage like long sleeve shirt, camouflage pants. And I look at him and I'm like, hey man, what's up with all the camouflage? And and in Spanish, he's like, oh, I'm ready for combat every time I come to work. And I'm like, with what? The plywood? You're a carpenter, bro. What the fuck are you gonna go to combat with? Watch out, guys! I gotta go hammer these nails.
These nuts.
And then a funnier joke was last week. One of the electricians, I realized his last name is Malou, which in Australia is the name of a car. And I don't know if you guys saw it on the dock yet. But when he comes up to me, I'm like, hey, Joseph, your last name's Malou, right? He's like, yeah. You're named after a car that's like really popular in Australia? And everyone behind him started laughing. And one of the guys in the back of the line was like, your parents named you after a car from Australia.
But I thought you said it's his last name.
It is his last name, but dude, this is what the guy said, not me. The last part.
So that dumbass couldn't differentiate between the first and the last name?
But
Yep.
you also said
dumbass.
said that he was named after
His last name. Joseph, and the car's called Malou. Joseph Malou.
Dude, this car looks like a Fast and the Furious El Camino.
It actually is. I mean, hell, Pontiac was actually going to import this before they went out of business into the U.S. No lie, I probably would have picked one up.
Nah, I'm good.
Anywho, the next day I showed him the picture of the car, and he was like, oh, that looks pretty dope. And again, homeboy in the back of the line is like, your parents named you after a dope Australian car. I'm not kidding. This really is what happened.
You said dope or dumb? Because you can't really make fun of something. You can't really make fun of the dude if it's dope. That's fucking
You said
stupid.
dope, but hey man, this is what I deal with every day. I'm on a construction site, bro. I'm not, all right? These are smart guys when it comes to their trades.
Apparently not. They
smart
forgot
guys
the meaning
when
of
it comes to
dope.
wood.
These are all electricians, by the way.
That makes it even worse.
That are wiring up like 5 gigantic office buildings over in Brisbane. Brisbane, California, not Brisbane, Australia.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Oh, fuck you. And then the last guy I made fun of last Friday, he got mud tracking all outside like the area by my office, which is a shed out the middle of the job site. And the fuck with him was like, hey, dude, you're tracking mud. And he's like, I told him, you're tracking mud on my concrete. He's like, man, fuck your concrete. What a country accent.
Why the hell didn't you say, hey, bro, look like you got a touch of the mud, but...
Did you?
Nah, it didn't occur to me, but hey, I can
Did
always
you,
use that in the future.
I walk past, is there a hole drilled in that concrete?
No, but did you?
Did I what?
Did you fuck your concrete?
No. That's good, bro. That's good. No, I did not. Oh man.
I going wrong.
Yes.
All
You got to
right.
go hard on the. You got to go hard in the asphalt, bro.
It's hard in the paint.
This is concrete, son.
Mm.
I was gonna say hard in the ass for a second. But
Ooh.
What did he say?
Hey,
Okay.
that's the
No
right mindset right there.
Hey, no,
Jesus
you
Christ.
hesitate. You pause. That's
How
what I was
much
like.
how much have you had to drink over there, bro? Jesus
Jose,
Christ.
I'm drinking water.
Jose.
Oh.
So,
I
question.
mean, yeah, I would hope so since it's only eight at night and you're already talking about anal.
Damn. Jose,
What up?
question. Was there lube and a condom or just straight raw dogging it?
Ooh.
Whew. No comment.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Jose, the refrigerator saga. What's good? What's happening with it?
Yeah. So this is a story, long story. It's 4 weeks in the making. So that's why I'm calling it the refrigerator saga. But 4 weeks ago, my wife noticed that the fridge side of the refrigerator was freezing food. So ended up calling this company I found on Facebook, and he comes in, does a little temperature check with the laser, and yep, my fridge, instead of being 4 degrees Fahrenheit, is about 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So his diagnosis is that it's the air filter.
The
So he's
freezer
like,
strikes back.
I'm gonna buy an air filter, install it, and you'll be good. And note that this guy came without a mask and COVID, but luckily I had my mask on, so got my distance. But he comes back a week later, installs the air filter, and says, "Yo, if this doesn't fix, don't worry, you got like 30 days, call me back." It doesn't work, so I call him back again, and he says that it's like 2 different parts that pretty much have gone to shit and to be replaced, and he's gonna give me an estimate, to see how much it's gonna cost to repair it. Turns out it's gonna be $500 to repair this fridge, so gonna just call it a day, and that fridge is gonna be replaced. It's an old fridge anyway, so $500 serves a new fridge and putting the saga to bed.
Question. You gonna get an entry level fridge?
No, it's gonna be cutting edge. Might even have those TV screens.
Shit, Costco got them on sale, son.
And it's
There you go.
President's Day sale, so it's a good time to buy a fridge.
Look into those tapping fucking fridges. Have you seen those? Where like you tap on the front of it, and the front of it depolarizes so that you could see what's in the fridge, so you don't have to keep opening it.
Yep.
Oh,
I love those.
Those are the big ones. They have like a little glass.
Unless you really want to go like super high tech and get one of the Samsung fridges that'll tell you exactly what's in your refrigerator, so you know what you need to buy when you go to the grocery store.
How does it do that?
It scans it. As long as you put the vegetables into the right containers and shit like that, it'll scan the inside of your refrigerator and tell you what's inside.
That's pretty cool.
That's dope right there.
Will it email me a grocery list of what I need?
We're living in the future. No, but there are Samsung refrigerators that they'll have the display on it where you can write your own list and then email it to yourself.
That's dope.
I'll look into that.
I wonder if they use the same note app.
That would be dope.
You just make it on there and then bam, it's right there on your fucking phone.
They probably don't though. It'd probably be like Samsung Notes. I mean like Google Notes, because Samsung is directly competing with Apple, so I'm sure it wouldn't use an Apple feature.
Right. Pretty sure there's like an app for it for the refrigerator too.
But you should just get an entry level one. Just for the.
They still sell them. Yeah, like old school white fridges with top freezer.
Oh God.
That's it.
Those
bro.
No water dispenser.
One of the ones
Bro,
that you
those
gotta
are
have
like-
one of those baking soda fucking boxes all the way in the back of your freezer.
Yeah, to keep your shit fresh.
The one that stays in there for like a quarter of a century.
The one that when you're fucking upstairs in your upstairs bedroom, you could still hear the humming of the fucking refrigerator. The one that comes to your house white, but about 2 years in, it's
Leaves
somehow this
yellow.
weird yellow.
Yeah, for sure.
And why does it have
fucking
that? Why does it have
drops
that
on the side
weird?
And
Yeah,
when
why
you
does it have
move
that
it,
weird like stone finish?
and when you move it away from like where its spot is, the tile is and grout is all oddly disfaded, just like the fridge.
That's not odd.
No, it's not odd because like the rest of the floor has been worn.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Finish him.
That's your dignity being poured out.
Fatality.
Yeah, that's right. What dignity?
That's why it's empty. Did you hear it?
Hey man, this is the best recommendation you could have made for me, by the way.
I'm telling you, bro, they're fucking sick.
Dude, for real, for $18, they're awesome.
No, not a legit plug. They are not
Not at
sponsoring.
all. No.
I just use them.
And I needed something with a better microphone than my fucking
This is
AirPods.
exactly why I'm not saying the brand or anything like that at the moment.
Yep.
Like,
Not
I'm
at
not
all.
legit trying to plug anything. This is just something that he asked about, so I recommended it.
Yeah, so we can get those hate comments. We tried this shit and it fucking sucks.
Well, good luck, because I didn't tell you what the fuck brand it was, so kiss my ass.
Don't test the internet, bro, because I'm sure they'll be able to take a screenshot and fucking zoom in and figure it out.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be a lot of zooming.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, if they figured out where Shia LaBeouf was hiding that American flag, I'm sure they could figure anything out. Okay? This is not a challenge. I'm sure they could figure it out.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right, Rick, what you got?
Honestly, the only thing I got is so when they stormed the Capitol, one of the people arrested was a woman, and I don't know where like the idea even like I can't even wrap my head around it simply because like it's not crazy or it's not wild, but like to me it's crazy simply because where do you think that like you could be out on bail and still get the judge to let you go on vacation to Mexico?
Oh no, yeah. We jumped the subject there, buddy. I mean, what happened to you in your week?
Oh.
Thank you,
Honestly,
Marcus.
bro,
You dumbass.
as far as like what's happened to me in my week, I've honestly have not much. I've really been focused on work and getting like a good business connection set up with like budget, like rentals and like work connections basically set up so that I could go on vacation with as much work done as possible. So it's really I've literally been just grinding these last 7 to 10 days.
Rick, did Cleo already give you the inner monologue business cards?
Yeah. He's actually given them to me. I always carry a couple of them around with me, and anytime I see anybody that seems to like be into the kind of same things that we're into that we seem to talk about on a regular basis, I'll hand them over to them. I'm just not handing them out freely.
Like, here, check it out. Here, check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
approach.
shit.
I'm
My week-
pick mine up on Saturday. Try
I
to
can take some with me to Hawaii.
Hey, there you go. Hand them out to the Islanders.
Aloha.
Leave them in my
Yeah,
Airbnb.
My week was like retarded Groundhog's Day,
Did we fucking ask you?
which is why I'm telling you.
We haven't gotten there yet. Damn it! Let us set it up.
Oh,
I'm
What
gonna
about your
volunteer
week?
this information.
What about your
oh
week?
my
I'm
God.
curious to hear about it.
Well, goddamn. All right. So first off, this one happens to my coworker, and I'm standing right next to her. This lady walks up to her and was like, so I tried to use a Costco gift card at another supermarket and it didn't work. Why? So my coworker tells her like, one, it's a Costco gift card. You can only use it at Costco. She was like, well, I don't understand. It's a gift card, right? And I was like,
What the fuck
my
happened?
coworker
Hey!
looks at me. I turn around and was like, nope. I walked the fuck away. She was like, what would you do in that situation? I'm like, I would have told her fucking ass, like, one, how dumb are you to not realize that a Costco gift card can only be used in places associated with Costco? Like, it even says it on the goddamn card. What the what the fuck was you trying to buy? My first question. Second of all, what made you think you could actually use another store's gift card in another store?
Does she not
It's not.
understand how gift cards work?
It's not a debit gift card. It's a gift card. You stupid fuck. So after we explained it to her twice, she finally got it and walked off. The dumbest shit ever. Then this dude at
Did
self
she?
checkout.
Question: did she use it at Costco? At least.
I don't know.
Okay.
We were at the exit gate.
Probably not.
She probably assumed it wouldn't work. With her fucking logic. So this dude's at self checkout. He goes, scans his membership, scans a bag of pistachios, throws it on the tray. About a couple seconds later, he picks that same bag up, scans it again, throws it back in the tray. My coworker walks up to him and is like, "Excuse me, sir. Is someone bringing you another bag?" And he was like, "Oh no, the machine scanned it twice." I was like,
God damn it, Jeff!
"Bro, really? You realize you scanned the shit twice, but you're blaming it on the machine that literally can't pick shit up."
Nah, bro. He's thinking of himself beyond the human body.
Yeah.
He sees himself as the spiritual being. The human body is just a machine that he can operate while being stuck on this earthly form.
Like Avatar.
Exactly.
Speaking of, we got I got something special for everybody. Not right now. We'll get into it later.
Unfortunately, it's not a new hat.
I know, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I had a new
Amazon
hat
shipping
that was
delays.
supposed to be here. Amazon sent it to the wrong address. So that sucked ass. Anyway, let me go ahead and hit you with another dirty joke. So if a bluebird has blue babies and a blackbird has black babies, what kind of bird has no babies?
Pelican? I'm kidding.
A swallow.
Nice.
Good bit there.
That's pretty good.
All right. So what we find this week? Since you already opened the gates with this vacation story, let's go ahead and start with that. Julio?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, actually, it's both me and Rick, so we're gonna probably have to collab on this.
Go ahead, bro.
So, hold on, let me scroll down. All right, so this woman who's a salon owner, right? She participated in the Capitol riots, stormed a building, went into Nancy Pelosi's office, was bragging about it on social media, had a video where she literally was telling people openly what she did and all this shit. Ricky,
And
if you will.
Yeah. So then basically, she then proceeded to ask the judge to grant her, while she was out on bail, she basically proceeded to ask the judge to grant her to go away to Mexico on a work-related bonding trip.
May I?
Yeah.
She owns a hair salon in Dallas, and it's hers. Continue.
Really? You just said it twice.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
No, so basically that's basically it.
Yeah.
So she wants to go, basically use that as an excuse to go to Mexico with her employees in a bonding trip.
And we
Like,
got
am I the only one that does not see this as a ploy to try to leave the country to not serve time?
Yep. Because the judge denied her shit on Friday. It was like, nah.
and we got footage. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Real quick.
A Texas woman accused of participating in the Capitol riot is asking a court to let her leave the country. Jenny Cudd was charged with 2 misdemeanors, knowingly entering a restricted building and disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds for her actions on January 6th. Her lawyers say that she plans to plead not guilty to those charges, but take a look at the Facebook video that she posted that day.
We didn't knock down any statues. We didn't vandalize anything, but we did. We did, as I say that, we did break down the Nancy Pelosi's office door, and somebody stole her gavel and took a picture sitting in the chair, flipping off the camera, and that was on Fox News.
Now, Cudd, who owns a flower shop, wants to go on what she's calling a work-related bonding retreat in Mexico. So let's talk about this with CNN legal analyst and civil rights attorney Areva Martin. Areva, like, what the heck here? Because I know people are looking at especially what she said on her Facebook page, and they're saying, this is someone who invaded the Capitol, in a group of people trying to overthrow the government. Why are they being allowed out of jail? And certainly, why would a request like this perhaps be considered?
What a fucking idiot.
You guys think that? I'm pretty sure they took away her passport already.
So was it actually denied? Because I read an article that it was accepted. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I had.
I heard that at first.
I read on last week that her lawyer put in the request, and by Friday it got denied.
But it's Thursday. I mean, it's only Wednesday today.
No, last week, dude. This all happened last week.
Okay. So
last week, Monday, and by Friday, it got denied, yeah.
So all I gotta say is the line, the wardrobe, and the audacity of this bitch. Like,
Damn! Thanks, dude.
Like, who in their right mind? Do you not understand what breaking a law in, like, being in the process of having to defend yourself in the American justice system is or means? Like, you're on bail. You're on bail. You have no like freedoms at this point.
I'm sure she's one of the people that were recording themselves, basically incriminating their act.
She was. She was.
Yeah, they showed the Facebook video.
Yeah.
She said, we didn't destroy anything. We broke down Nancy Pelosi's office. I was like, this, how you not destroy something?
That's breaking and entering. That's burglary.
Somebody stole her gavel, and they sat in the damn chairs and took pictures, flipping off the cameras. I'm like, wow, you're
making it so easy for the prosecutor.
So if they broke down the door and then they left like a check for the repairs, would that kind of even it out?
I don't think so, bro. I mean, entering into a government facility is pretty serious. Like,
I wonder what charge you get for shitting on her desk.
Oof.
Ooh, defecating on her. Damn.
Yeah, Pelosi tweeted someone shit on her desk.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It honestly would mean that, like, breaking and entering and then leaving behind biohazardous material.
Defecating on federal government property, because they did smear poop on the walls of the Capitol. But how does that help your statement? You just shitted on what you supposedly believe in.
You think that what they are is shit? That's deep.
Yep.
Deep, and I think that's what they are. Shit people.
They're shit.
Guaranteed.
Kidding. That's not deep at all.
They were smearing that shit. They weren't.
But it is smelly.
Smells about right.
They use their bare hands to smear that shit. Like, I want to.
Yeah.
He's not shitting you.
I want to feel the power as I put this on this wall.
The fuck?
Dude.
What?
Shit happens.
Hey, man, if you're going to walk in there wearing fucking horns and painting it yourself in, like, blue and red paint, like you're Mel Gibson and the Patriot, there's something wrong movie, by the way.
That's when you know when shit hits the fan.
Wait, what?
Oh man.
You could say shit got a little out of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, but all those Trump supporters that did that though, they're in a real crappy situation.
They pretty much just threw the careers in the toilet doing that.
Yep. Oh man. I'm pretty sure they urinated on the building too.
I could literally tell you that wherever they came from, they're gonna be the turd of their town.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talk about a smear campaign.
Oh man. They literally went into the freaking Capitol building and painted the walls brown.
Hey, that's gonna be a hell of a streak on their record.
Yep.
That was their moment and shit the bed.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be spotty.
Oh yeah. Oh man. With all respect, I feel bad for the people that have to clean that mess up. That's not a job that I envy.
Well, the way they say it, they've been cleaning up people's shit for years.
Yeah, but man, this shit did not make it to the bathroom, that's for sure.
Julio, bro, you look like Super Mario after he retires.
Finish him.
How do you know this isn't my retirement? That's my retirement.
Hold on. Does that make Jose Luigi?
Oh, dude, they put two and two together.
Oh man.
Now that we haven't been getting that for years.
No,
That's true.
And I'm fucking sunburned.
I just thought he looked like a diabetic Mario.
It's the stash, bro.
Damn! Thanks,
Oh, for sure. I need a haircut big time, though, guys. Like, ooh, shit, that's getting worse.
No, you need hair plugs.
Yeah, I know.
You hair period.
No, I need hair, period.
Rogaine.
I'll get on it this weekend.
That wasn't a plug either.
Health Club for Men, bro.
Okay.
Use it.
Health Club for Men?
Hair club for men.
Oh, Hair Club for Men? You guys heard of Keeps? They're actually pretty good. They're like a new thing where you go. A company called Keeps. I'm not putting in a plug.
We're not losing our hair, so we wouldn't know.
I keep seeing her advertising on stuff I watch on YouTube.
The only thing you keep is scaring kids away with that fucking mustache.
That Stranger Danger 80s mustache.
Yeah. I was going to say 70s porn stash, but I'll take 80s.
What did he say?
Fuck.
Did he say 70? Did he say 70 porn stash?
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Did he say?
What did he say?
He looks like a balding fucking caterpillar died on his upper lip.
Get him.
Damn. I'm glad I trimmed
70?
this. I trimmed it yesterday.
You missed 2 spots.
Get him.
Nah, motherfucker, the sides always look thicker than the rest.
That's what she said.
Is that what you tell her?
Yeah.
That's what she hoped.
You look like a private investigator that I would pay not to follow someone around.
Then why would you hire me to begin with? I'm obviously not going to go do shit for free.
I don't know, bro. Have you seen yourself? You look like you'd follow somebody around just for the free pictures.
Dude, you look like the Glub Galab.
Like the what?
Google it.
I have
This
no
is
idea.
weird.
What he said.
It's
I'm
weird
gonna say
fact.
I have no idea what he said.
I have no idea either.
It
Couldn't
sounded
answer
like
shit.
it sounded like the cholesterol got in the way.
Mm. All right, what do you got next?
All right, so Jose, what you got?
I got two things. Well, that can be taken multiple ways, but I have not. I've been drinking, I promise. But I found an article that basically was saying how long it's going to take for the world to be back to normal, and pretty much get over this COVID, pandemic we're dealing with. And there's a calculator out there that is tracking the vaccination rates for every city, state, country, and they're targeting 75% of that region being vaccinated. And based on the calculations,
Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
Doesn't this kind of look like Julio?
Can't see the face that well.
Lightweight.
Yeah, kind of.
Without the mustache.
It's got hair.
For the U.S., it's gonna be like about a
It's a
year
wig.
to get 75% vaccinated. So by early 2022, everyone should be vaccinated. But for the rest of the world, it's probably like 7 years. So we're gonna be dealing with COVID for at least 7 years, based on this calculator.
Are we gonna need boosters every year then? Like we wanted to travel around the world or something?
Probably.
It's probably one of those situations on where around the world you go, depending
Yeah.
on what you decide to go there.
Yeah, I mean, it's already kind of crazy. Like the strain is already like mutated. There's like I think like 3 or 4 different strains out there that are more contagious. So now they're saying that one cloth mask isn't enough. You got to wear like 2. So
Bro, that's bullshit.
So I read into that, and the equivalent of 2 would be the same as wearing an N95.
yeah, are they still in short supply? Or can you get them pretty easily now?
You can find them in most stores. N95s or masks in general.
And 95s.
They're still pretty hard to find. You'll find a lot of the KN95s that are like the mock, like the wannabe, but I mean they work all right. They do the same thing. They're just not as comfortable to wear as an actual N95.
So, yeah. And then the second thing I found is kind of some retro news. You guys ever played Duck Hunt on Nintendo?
Yep.
Yeah.
With the old school light gun?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
looks like there's a company out there that's recreated that light gun to work with modern television, because the original light guns only work with like the old CRT TVs and are compatible with like the newer TVs, but they're recreating that light gun for modern TVs. It's going to retail 110, but you get to play Duck Hunt on your newer TV.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty awesome, but I would honestly be more interested when they turn that more into like, you guys remember that arcade game where you used to have hold the shotgun
Oh yeah.
at the movie theater? So if they use that same technology for that game.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll dress up like Armor Flood and play that on my house.
Who?
Elmer
What?
Flood.
Bitch, you said Elmer Flood. The fuck is that?
Did I?
It's a relative.
Said diabetes.
That's the Salvadoran version.
It's the original.
It's still original. Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's all I got.
That'd be dope though. I'd play it. I don't know if I'm ready to pay $110 for it though.
Yeah, that seems a little pricey. I'd probably pay $70, not 110.
I just remember the dog annoying me every time I miss, and he comes out giggling like.
Yeah.
So much to the point that I resorted to just like playing and putting the gun right on the TV screen, so I couldn't miss. You're gonna laugh at me today.
Even then, I don't know. I don't know if I'd pay the $70. Like, would the $70 include the actual gun
in the game?
You know what I mean?
Just the gun, yeah. So it's actually like 110. I think just the gun. So it wouldn't include the game either.
That's
exactly.
That,
See,
yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Unless it's a package deal and under $100 or under $90 or $80, no way.
Yeah.
No,
What
I
is it?
do a package deal. I do a package deal for maybe $70.
Yeah.
Simply because, like, we're talking about, I'm paying $70 mostly for the hardware because we're talking about a fucking like 2-bit game.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
If that's the case, I'll just borrow it from somebody. Shit.
You guys want to go 4 ways on this?
No.
Okay.
I think you
I'm
could probably
barely
get like.
down with I'm barely down with the 3-way. What makes you think I'm down for the 4-way?
No, we can probably find it one of those old TVs for cheaper.
And we actually got footage for the when will COVID pandemic end thing. Let's go ahead and roll that clip real quick. Alrighty then.
Yeah. So stay safe.
Jeez.
So I got an NYPD captain claims her discrimination and harassment complaint was buried by the inspector. Basically, she was being sexually harassed by all her coworkers and peers, and she reported it to the guy, and he basically did. He said he would personally investigate it, and he did nothing. So now I think it's going to the Supreme Court. Or at least that's what she basically stated, because the shit never stopped.
This got real.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shit. Yeah. You can't be doing that.
There ain't much to say. I mean, we're like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Why would you do this to me? I've been drinking.
Ooh. All right. That was fucking.
Let's pick shit up real quick with a dirty joke. All right, so what do you call a cougar that's in the anal? A puma.
Oh, poo.
A puma. Oh, shit. That's nice.
All right, so now let's go ahead and switch gears real quick. Y'all know what time it is.
When Karens attack.
Game time.
All right, so all I got for you guys is LeBron had a run-in with a Courtside Karen, and this shit went viral real quick. Let me go before I start. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
we've got a lot of jawing going on the front row, and look at that. And now the security is getting involved.
And the security is actually, I mean, the referees are actually telling the security they may want to usher somebody out of the building.
They might be gone. I think this was happening also. Somebody was all over LeBron.
And they're still on LeBron. I think that's what it is.
A few minutes ago, and I know he was glaring into the seats. I think LeBron, obviously you can see he's not that upset about it. I think
as long as it's nothing
malicious. They're not kicking him out. It's just...
I mean, fans have...
All right, so in the exchange, this LeBron was basically having an exchange with this woman's husband, who's like fucking 60, right? She's 25. And I guess she didn't like the comments he was saying, because they were having a back and forth. She didn't like what he was saying, so she decided to go after his ass, screaming, "I'll whoop your ass, you don't talk to my husband like that," and shit, and to a point where her mask came off. So security were trying to get her to like put her mask back on, but she wasn't fucking listening. And LeBron's just sitting there fucking, antagonizing her, being, who he is. And they fucking ejected her and everybody from the game. Well, they said because she was causing a disturbance, but honestly, it was because she wouldn't put her goddamn mask on. So she took to social media and basically said, like, I'm being kicked out of this fucking game. This is fucking ridiculous. And I'll defend my man and all that extra shit. And then she addressed some claims of her being a gold digger because he's 60, she's 24, he's rich, obviously. And she's just a fucking YouTuber who does, like, makeup tutorials and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So her comment was, if I was a gold digger, I would have just sat there and kept my mouth shut. But I love this man. I was like, you should have sat there and kept your mouth shut, period. You wouldn't have got kicked out of the game. Like, you butted into an argument with two grown-ass men. Like, it's not like, I'm not saying, like, don't defend your man, but he didn't need your damn help. He was probably talking shit to LeBron, and LeBron was clapping back. It's what happens.
Yeah, she just can't contain her inner Karen. Gotta come out.
Yep.
But goddamn, I thought that shit was just funny as hell.
She couldn't let her paycheck get offended like that.
Yeah.
Senor Cheques.
I love how she made it about herself too. Did you guys
For
watch
real.
all her fucking posts where she's like, "How you gonna let a 25-year-old little woman?" And it's just like,
Intimidate you and
you
all
really,
that.
you really, you really think this was about you? Nobody cared about you.
I'm like, and LeBron went back to
No.
social media, like, he responded to that shit like, I don't think they should have been kicked out. Like, two grown-ass men were having an argument. Everything was said. They should have just left it alone. I was like, yeah, you say that after the fact, motherfucker.
Yeah, why didn't he stop them from being kicked out?
Yeah. Exactly.
You did nothing to stop. Like, I understand, like, the bitch kind of stopped the game and shit for a little bit.
He had to do some press control because he needed Space Jam 2 to be a hit.
Yup.
Yep. You know what ran across my mind as you're telling the story is
There
you guys
is
remember
nothing.
that?
Listen, looking at you, there is nothing about you that runs across.
Damn! He's about to hang up on us. Gotta make him
shit,
race
he
quit.
knows.
Oh, he
Oh,
did.
he left. Damn. What you
He
doing?
was
No, I'm ready. No, I just turned off the. No, I just shut off the camera and the mic for a second. I'm not that much of a little bitch.
I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't have cared either way.
You thought I was gone though. You thought I was gone though.
He didn't even give a fuck.
No, that would have been so
shit.
Yeah, was they just sitting there laughing like, oh, damn, bro, you made a race quit?
No, dude, I was thinking of you remember that chick named Nivea who was dating one of the guys from Jagged Edge back in the day?
What was her hit song? The name sounds familiar.
She had like some song called, it was a collab. It was like a collab with her and
F would follow Jagged Edge that closely.
Because
Dude, I was in high school.
I know
But-
Nivea is also some like moisturizing cream. It comes like in a little blue container.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, she had a song called "Don't Mess with My Man," and that's what fucking popped in my head as they're talking about this shit. And I'm just like picturing like Nivea back in the day getting in LeBron's face now on the court side.
And roll crickets.
Fuck it.
And play that song.
Yeah. I think it's old enough we don't have to pay royalties.
Yeah, I'm not running that risk.
Nah, you still gotta pay. You'll
Yeah.
find her.
You should tell them we got 300 followers on IG.
We actually got 600. We told you this earlier.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't. I honestly,
Can we get more than 5 on Twitter?
I'm hanging out with you guys.
Shots fired.
Yeah, sure, bro. Once you log in and put it into work,
Nigga, that's your account.
since you got all that time in your fucking office.
I do.
Yeah, because you ain't doing shit with Facebook.
Doing shit about that mustache.
Looks good to me, bitch.
Yeah, you would think
It's about
that.
the only person who looks good too.
Is this going to be the theme of the video, the mustache episode?
Probably. You look like those glasses that you buy that have the fake nose and the mustache attached to it.
It's undercover. Disguise.
You look like your glasses, your hat, and your mustache and nose are all one object.
You know what?
You can take them all off right now.
I might just order a set of those for one of these future episodes.
You look like if you took it all off, like you took your hat off, it would all come off and you'd just be looking like Mike Wazowski right now, bro.
Oh, shit.
I'm through. That was good.
Yeah.
That was real good. All right, moving on. Let me go ahead and hit y'all with another dirty joke. This one's a bit long, so stay with me. All right. So the teacher asked her students what their life is like. She called on Susie and asked her what her life is like, and she said, "My life is like a rose because I like to look pretty and smell good." The teacher calls on Johnny and asks him, "Johnny, what's your life like?" He says, "Well, teach, my life is like toilet paper. Either I'm on a roll or I'm taking crap from somebody."
Nice.
Damn.
That's good.
Oh, shit.
Little Johnny really understands life.
You understand life can be shit at times.
It's deep.
Gotta get that good white.
He's going to be a fucking poet someday.
2-ply. That's gonna be his name.
That's his rap name, 2-ply?
2-ply.
Good rap name.
Charmin roll.
2-ply.
That's gonna be the album.
Hey.
2-ply Charmin roll.
Somewhere out there, 2-ply is watching us getting inspired.
All right, so I'm gonna this episode. I'm introducing a new segment.
Bulls, you missed it, bro. You missed it.
Yeah.
Say it again.
More like I ignored it.
Okay. It would be the poop print.
One of the songs is going to be called Rotor Rooter.
No. Moving on.
The Clog.
All right. Julio.
Oh, fuck off.
Notice we stopped naming shit. You just keep going.
Hey,
dumbass.
don't stop.
If my
whatever.
If my wife wouldn't yell at me, I would have flipped this desk and knocked this whole fucking setup over, bro.
Sounds like you got a personal problem there.
Oh, that would have been the perfect reaction.
Oh man. Hey, what time do I got to pick you up for the airport on Friday morning?
You tell me. You're the one that has to drop me off before work. You dumb
You
shit.
seriously need to ask this question now?
I'll pick you up at 4:20 in the morning.
4:20. Yay.
Yep.
Fucking
Okay.
idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got a new segment for this episode. It's called Conspiracy Exploration. And since, me and Rick, you guys kind of dabble in conspiracy theories every now and again, I figure we go ahead and throw this in there. So the first one I got is a conspiracy theory connection to the movie Avatar and the events surrounding Jesus Christ. So basically, in a sense, he is basically stating that Jesus was not actually human. That was basically someone who transferred his consciousness into a human-like body so he could communicate with us and pretty much do all the miracles that he did. He even told them that where he comes from, they even mastered death, and to prove it, he allowed them to kill him in order to show them that he mastered death. In fact, let's go ahead and roll the video real quick so everybody else can see it. All right, so what do you guys think?
Pretty good theory.
I could see the connection. I could definitely see where he's coming from. As far as this goes, like you guys know me on a very personal level, and you guys understand how I would agree a lot with the connection where this is made, because literally, if we believe that our God is somebody that created us, there's nothing from stopping it from being an extraterrestrial life form that has been more advanced than us, that has mastered interstellar space travel, and at the same time genetic manipulation, which is something that we as a species that has not mastered interstellar travel has already mastered.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a bunch of people saying that we have aliens living among us. They call it the Norse Blondes, and they're almost indistinguishable from humans.
Well, I mean, not just the Norse blondes, right? Like, if we're really going into that realm, like, what about the reptilians?
You mean the subspecies of Anunnaki?
Well, the reptilians from what I know at least, would be a different species in comparison to the Anunnaki, because the Anunnaki go further back, and they're believed within the conspiracy to be part of the lost planet within our solar system, right? That's supposed to be traveling within our solar system, something like passing our planet every like 35,000 years or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but the Anunnaki are supposed to be inhabit a planet that's considered to be planet X, which is supposed to balance out our entire solar system.
Yeah, and it rotates in an ellipse.
Exactly.
Which is why it's not circular. That's why it takes longer for it to come around and basically meet us again.
Exactly. But yeah, like, so there is a lot of people that believe that different kind of species have already visited and live among us, like he was saying, like the Nordic people, the Anunnaki. There's the obvious, like the one that everybody already knows, the gray aliens.
Sumerians as well. And then if you go back towards the pyramids, I kind of have I kind of discovered a theory myself surrounding the ancient Inca and Mayan ruins. How there's no evidence, like they basically found no trace of them besides what they left behind. I believe that they probably reached their technological peak and therefore were invited to live basically in the aliens' homeworld.
So they got taken off the planet.
Pretty much. That would be the only other explanation I can surmise, other than their bones totally like being eradicated through the decay of time, which is why you can't find any fossils of them. If that was the case, then there'd be so many mummies that wouldn't be here, or things that they unearthed out of ice, for example. Well, not that one, because that ice can perfectly preserve remains.
I hear you. And I'm willing to present a counter argument to that in the idea that, like, I don't think technological advancements are actually a way to get off the planet. I feel like what has to be advanced is a conscientious advancement, right? Because think about it, like even now, as a species, we possess the technology to make everybody be able to live comfortably on the planet, but we choose not to.
Yeah, but that's what I was getting at. Not technologically superiority. I mean, you not to mention your intellect and your understanding of the simple fact that you grow with your technology and you want to make sure everyone else has access to it. So you as one people become basically in harbingers of
No. Like, okay. So this leads perfectly into this is a great segue into the next one that you were going to talk to us about, right? Like Nikola Tesla talking about the wonders of the numbers 3, 6, and 9.
Yeah.
Right. So when Nikola Tesla talks about that conspiracy theory, he's talking about the idea that, like, if we figure out the magic behind the numbers 3, 6, and 9, we'll be able to figure out the magic behind having an abundance of universal energy.
Yeah.
So like never ending energy, because currently the way that things are set up, our current technology is limited to the amount of energy we put into it. Right? Like even now, like to have artificial intelligence to supercompute, we need like supercomputers that are liquid cooled.
True.
So when Nikola Tesla talked about the number 3, 6, and 9, he talked about like free flowing energy where it's just in the air. It's the same way like when he was discovering wireless technology, his science was suppressed. Because there is evidence that shows that he managed to power his Tesla tower and transfer wireless electricity the distance of a football field.
Which would have revolutionized the energy industry and completely cut us off from our need on nuclear energy.
Yeah,
and fossil fuels.
It's exactly. Imagine even if you owned an electric car, your electric car didn't even need the sun. Just the fact that like your electric car was sitting in the parking lot, it was already gathering electricity.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly think that both of those conspiracies that you showed us kind of tie together, because even if, like, for example, the first one was talking about how there's a possibility that Jesus Christ was an extraterrestrial, which is this is going to be very controversial in our video, by the way, guys. But it's just the idea that in order for us to understand something, we'd have to have it explained like we were 5 years old as a species, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in order for us to like be able to understand another species teaching us anything, they'd have to disguise themselves as another human being to explain things to us, the same way we as adults would have to disguise a lesson behind a puppet or something that a child would be able to absorb.
Yeah, that's true. The shit they show themselves in their true form, everybody will freak the fuck out, regardless of what the movies say.
Yeah. I mean, movies are already technologically inaccurate, right? Like if I was an interstellar traveling species, why would I travel down and land and then go to hand-to-hand combat with you? Why wouldn't I just create some kind of virus or bacteria and then disperse it through the air and just wait for all of the entire species that I want specifically to die off, and then come down and do whatever I wanted with the planet.
True, but my thing is, so you know how they say our imagination usually stems from something real,
Yeah.
something we experience. So going back to all those fictional alien movies, all those TV shows we've come across where we've had different designs of aliens. Like my question is, where in the hell did they get the idea for the looks of those aliens?
Well, here's the thing.
Hmm.
Our brain can't like create real faces. So the idea that so many people have seen the same thing, like we can't create faces.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
artificial intelligence, like a computer can create an artificial face, but we as humans, our brain, if we were to try to imagine somebody's face, we couldn't create a new generic face. What we would be creating would be an image of something, of someone that we've
That
seen
we
at
know.
some point and point. No, it wouldn't be somebody that, you know, it could literally be somebody that you walk past at some point in your life.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why eyewitness accounts are
But our
used.
brain can't create something new when it comes to faces.
It's always got to go off a reference.
Exactly, which is why like you get those funny YouTube videos where like news anchors are doing reports on people that they seen in crimes, and the sketch looks just like them.
Yeah, that's true.
What else we got, boys?
I got one.
That's
3 people, including the shooter, are dead in Plains, Pennsylvania. Did you guys hear about this past week?
Yes.
So so a lady and her son were outside shoveling snow out on the street, and they ended up crossing onto their neighbor's property in front of his house. So Jeffrey Spade, he came outside with his handgun, yelling at he came outside first to tell them to stop. They didn't stop. He then came out again with a handgun and started shooting at point blank range.
it's the first 4 shots.
Yeah, hitting his neighbor, Lisa Groy. He then ran back into the house, came out again, this time with an AR-15, fired off a few more rounds, and ended up hitting her neighbor's son, James Groy. And then as he heard the police were on their way, because they could hear sirens off in the distance, he runs back into the house. Now, police officers say that they surrounded the house, and they heard one single gunshot, and that was it, nothing else. When they went inside, they found him dead. Now, the neighbors say that they've had at least 2 disputes in the past over shoveling snow.
And we got footage.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote a clip.
It is yet the latest head-shaking incident that will leave you wondering what has gotten into people. 3 people are dead today, a married couple and their neighbor, and the reason is unbelievable. The couple was shoveling snow and tossing it on the neighbor's property. Words were exchanged, and then came gunfire. Stephen Fabian has our report, and we warn you, the video is disturbing.
It's an argument between neighbors. It happened during that huge snowstorm that hit the nation this week. The dispute, snow shoveling.
Come in, step out here, I'll knock your ass out.
Within minutes of the nasty fight breaking out, all 3 of these people will be dead. Police say James and Lisa Goy were shoveling snow onto their neighbor's property near Scranton, Pennsylvania. They started yelling insults at each other.
I'll make your life live in hell, living here.
But then 47-year-old Jeffrey Spade pulls out a handgun. You can hear the woman dare him to shoot.
Go in!
And then he does. The first 4 bullets miss, but then the husband is hit. We're freezing the video. You can hear him scream out. Then his wife is gunned down.
Oh my God!
Stunned neighbors come out of their homes.
Are you okay?
You want help up? Are you okay?
They all run away when they see their neighbor coming back, armed this time with an assault rifle. At this point, the husband and wife are both still alive, but seriously wounded. The video shows Jeffrey Spade deliberately walking over to them. He's shouting profanities at them, and then he shoots them again at close range, killing them both.
We have 2 victims in the street.
Once more, the killer retreats to his house, and it's there that police say he takes his own life.
Subject might be in the house. We heard 1 single gunshot. He may be down.
Very sad.
Next door neighbor Jamie says the murdered couple were like family. You're on your front porch. This all happened, like right here, right in front of your front porch.
Yes. I saw everything with him walking down the driveway, shooting, going back up, getting the rifle, and coming back down. And I'm fortunate to be here today.
No, you don't put your snow on my property!
We've seen people lose their cool over shoveling the snow before. These two guys start hitting each other with their shovels.
Crazy? Go in!
But the conflicts rarely lead to the kind of tragedy that struck this quiet neighborhood.
Wow. The couple who was
So I thought shootings in the hood over like $20 bets were petty, but this is on a whole new level. You just shot your neighbors and yourself over shoveling snow.
Hey, bro, fuck that snow.
So wild.
Dude. Like, if my neighbor was to shovel snow away from my driveway, I'd be okay with it. Like, thank you.
So you could say it was a very chilling
He didn't shovel
situation.
it away from his driveway. They took snow from their property and threw it on his.
Oh. They didn't fucking CNN. They didn't say that shit. Fuck you,
You not
CNN.
pay
What
attention to your
a
own
chilling
article.
situation.
In the video, they basically state what the argument was about, buddy.
You could almost say that guy was cold-blooded.
Yep. It's a cold world out there.
Oh shit,
Dude, that's fucking wild.
Yes.
Over snow, though.
It makes you freeze in your tracks.
I almost hate to bring this up, but I'm starting to notice an uprising in shootings right after the whole fucking HR 127 gun control bill was proposed. I'm just saying now, that seems like a conspiracy to me.
Yeah, but purchases of guns and ammo are also been up like consistently for the past 2 years.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the purchases, genius. I'm talking about the acts of gun violence that is happening. It is increasing at an alarming rate.
Yo, I read that damn bill. Everything in that fucking bill seems unconstitutional to me. Like, it's literally made so you cannot own a gun, period. And if you are going to own a gun, you're going to be broke off your ass owning one gun.
And now you got to get gun insurance.
Yeah. And then you got to register your gun every 3 years and pay $800 for every gun that you own.
Dude, you even got to get a light. You even got to get permission to display an antique gun. What the fuck?
And my question to that is, like, what constitutes an antique gun? Something from 50 years ago? Something that's like a fucking musket? Are we talking about a gun from World War II? Like, what's the fucking rule here? If my gun is older than like 30 years, I got to get a permit?
I think we got to move to the next topic. We're losing Rick.
Yeah, for real.
I know, right?
All right, moving on. We go ahead and bust our heads open with this next dirty joke. All right, so tell me why my boss said to me, you called in sick yesterday and you said you had the coronavirus. You can't be here until you get tested. So I told him, I said, I have a case of corona and I'm not coming in. I said nothing about a virus.
Hey, man. You got a case of corona, you got to put in work. Take a day off.
Yep. You got to finish off that 24 pack.
It
Showed up
must be
next day,
some leftovers from the Super Bowl weekend.
bro.
Gotta kill them off.
Kill 'em
They
off.
just can't sit in the fridge.
Fuck no. You're taking up room. You got to drink them
Take up
fuckers.
so much space. Yeah, take up so much space.
They're gonna freeze up in Jose's fridge, and the bottles are gonna break.
For real.
Why was it?
Because it's freezing everything, including the milk. Comes out with
Yep.
ice there. Milk.
You don't like chunky milk?
This nigga's got icebergs inside of that gallon jug.
Bro, you better go get an ice pick.
That basic refrigerator, it can't hold all those Coronas.
Oh man.
All right, so F my life. Jose, what you got?
All right, so this may be an old video, but it's something Julio shared with me, which I found pretty wild. So there was this black man on his job, just driving, singing to his songs. When there's
He's a garbage man.
He's a garbage man. Yeah, so he's a garbage man, and there's a white cyclist that thinks he is being yelled at by him, and he responds by throwing a rock, hitting the windshield, and I think a piece of glass actually hits the black man's face. So he gets out, stops his car, and attempts to do a citizen's arrest on him. And while he's doing citizen's arrest, the white guy's fighting back, ends up biting him. He ends up biting his arm.
Yeah.
And this is the whole being recorded. You see the white guy being uncooperated, and luckily, I think before the cops got there, he actually had let go of the white guy, because otherwise that could be misconstrued, and they would probably blame the black guy and thought the white guy was the victim. But I just felt like that's just a F my life. You just enjoying doing your work, singing your songs. Next thing you know, you're getting a rock thrown at you, and then you're getting your arm bit.
The perception of that white dude on the bike is like blows my mind. Dude, what the fuck? Like, you've never seen people singing while they're driving before?
The wacky situation that guy was
It's
in.
got nothing to do with him singing. I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with what he was singing.
More than likely. And this was in Oakland, by the way. It's in Oakland, so you would think they would be a little more open-minded when it comes to that, but no. Bruh.
Goddamn gentrification.
Fucking wild.
Anyway, Julio, what you got?
I got something for the "What are you doing" segment, because me and Rick already went over my
fuck
your life. Yeah.
All right.
So family.
Yeah. Big asshole.
In order. So
In order, yeah. I know.
So last week I told you guys I got a speeding ticket for going 55 and a 45, 56 and a 45, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my girl gave me shit for it. Well, a few days later, on her way back from town in New Mexico, she was crossing the border. She got stopped for speeding. She was going 52 and a 45.
Nice.
And at first she was not gonna fucking tell me, but she said, "Fuck it, I gotta say something." I was like, "Yeah, you can't say shit to me now," because we both speed demons. But what pissed her off was the cop literally caught her right as she was going across the New Mexico border back into Texas.
Dang.
Quit moving around, fat fuck.
He left. It's bedtime.
Nah, my fucking Wi-Fi stopped working.
Jesus Christ. You guys know we've been on here for an hour and a half, right?
Holy cow.
Yeah, but remember, we filmed the first 30 minutes, so technically speaking, it's an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you doing segment, right?
Well, let me get this dirty joke out real quick. So a guy walks into a bar with a 44 Magnum and says, "Who the fuck slept with my wife?" At first, everyone is silent. But then a guy in the back says, "Mate, you ain't got enough bullets."
Because that thing only holds 6 rounds. Oh, man. Question is, how many guys are in the bar?
You really have to kill the damn joke, asshole?
Yeah, not
No one
everybody
gets-
understands what the fuck a 44 Magnum is, bitch.
Not everybody understands why you're not in the videos.
It doesn't matter, dumbass. The simple fact is he didn't have enough bullets. Damn.
I'm gonna quit this podcast after this week.
Hope so.
I hope.
All right. Good luck.
Get back on camera, asshole.
I am on camera.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Oh, you fucking asshole!
Anyway, moving on. So, what are you doing? Julio.
Family sues a company that makes hand sanitizer after a family member dies from drinking with hand sanitizer and pretty much it had been contaminated with methanol.
Well, it contained methanol.
Contained methanol. How the fuck are you gonna sue for your family member being dumb enough to drink hand sanitizer?
Well, Beatrice was dumb already, but I guess we figure we can get
like, did this
big of
person
an
not get
alcoholic
the?
you gotta
This
be?
person, forget that. This person must have been one of those kids who like chugged glue in high school. No, I'm sorry. No, let's go with that. He probably chugged glue in high school, thinking that he was supposed to before doing arts and crafts.
Speaking from experience, there, buddy.
Hey man, you gotta know the style in order to do the shit sometimes.
The fuck is that, man?
I'm right here.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Oh, Jose, what you got?
So I got something about Amazon. So Amazon's building a new headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, and I'm sure everyone was really stoked about getting that until they find out what the proposed structure is going to look like. So Amazon's making a helix building with trees pretty much rotating all the way to the top, but it looks like a poop emoji. So Amazon's literally what is new headquarters. It's just
Nice.
still need to get approved, but that makes it.
I'm betting the architect who designed that shit, one of those dudes pissed him off. So he was like, "You don't know what? Here's a shit emoji for your building."
Yeah,
he's probably not getting paid a lot.
It's Amazon. You never get paid a lot.
All right.
You usually get shafted.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, bro.
Dude.
What the fuck? That, like, I don't even have anything for the "What Are You Doing" segment this week.
You're right.
Like,
I think that's it. I think that's it, boys.
I think that one takes the cake, Jose.
Yeah, seriously, man. You're gonna design a building that looks like poo.
I'm cool with just ending with a dirty joke and calling it.
All right, we'll go ahead and close this out. So I asked my girl if we could use toys during sex last night. You should have seen the look on her face when I rode my Hot Wheels across her tits.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Nice.
Oh man. And I'm the one with the Hot Wheels collection. Ha.
And on that note, let's go ahead and close this out. Everybody, please like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're also on TikTok. Julio, quit moving.
See you guys later.
All right, later, guys. Catch you next
Later.